Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
We're live now.
Woo!
Hey, you guys. Hey, look what we've done. Hold
You
on.
guys.
Hey, everybody. Look, hold on. Let me. Let's go. we also have this.
Which is nice.
We have this one. That one doesn't make sound. This one's kind of loud. Gonna warn everybody. I made it too loud, and I'm not gonna fix it yet. Yeah. It was really cool watching Comet America raise more than we have raised so far in 1 minute. Scott and I have raised like 21K. We're really proud of it. I watched Comet America hit 25K in a minute. Like 6 minutes. My bad. It was like 6 minutes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to exaggerate. 20K is still super impressive. Oh no. We know it's still impressive. It's just Tim and them are the goats.
Hey, listen.
73K. Their Kickstarter has been live for 4 hours.
It's true.
And they have raised $73,000.
Listen. We are technically outpacing their first Kickstarter. So you know,
You say technically outpacing. We passed it.
Have we? Okay, well, we passed their first.
Tim, we were on the phone with Tim last night, and Tim was like, "Oh yeah, you guys passed our Kickstarter already, and you still got 23 days to go." Do you listen when people talk to you?
Not really, not often.
We passed it by like almost 2K.
I'm usually so worried about what I have to say next and saying something stupid that I worry about that. Anyways, so wait till we get on our 8th volume.
Yeah. When Kindred Heavens, the sequel, volume 8 comes out.
Does it?
Yeah, I had it. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Bro Goose, for the sub.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Which is nice.
Oh, it was so great hearing it live. I'm so happy we did this. This has made my whole week. Somebody said, "Oh my God, you can make the sketch work out," because you were moving the legs back and forth.
That's true. Yeah, it didn't work as well as I thought it would.
Scott's bad at his job. The only copyright that we have, I think, on the entire channel is there is for the Cube review video. Scott used Darude Sandstorm in it, and so we that it didn't get copyright striked, but it's like muted or whatever. Anyway, well, I guess for people that are here and in the loop, we're gonna be at a comic convention in August. We're gonna be at Bell County Comic Con. But yeah, we'll be selling the Pandy Bear. We'll be selling prints, stickers, shit. I don't fucking a bunch of shit, bunch of stuff.
Gonna have some little prints, pins, stickers, magnets maybe. We were urged to get magnets.
We were urged to get business cards.
Yeah, so not to sell, just to have.
If you want a Bryson Scott business card. Doing anything native for you guys out here in KY? We don't have anything planned, but we want. I mean, like, you can assume that next year we'll probably be at Lexington Comic Con. It's probably a pretty safe assumption. Do you guys have any interest in doing Lucia Kindred Heavens themed clothing, like shirts and designs? Yo, Bro Goose, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. Do we have any interest in doing clothing? We really wanted to do Pandy Bear panties at one point.
Yeah, when the original plan was to kickstart the Pandy Bear many years ago, one of the rewards was going to be the
Pandy Bear panties. Yeah, we thought nobody would get them because it was before. This is before we even had the Patreon, I think.
You're a wing boy.
Sometimes I can be. Like I said, I normally don't like wings that much, but for some reason I'm pretty hyped about these wings.
He was Monday before stream. He was like, we were just like getting ready and stuff. He was like, yeah, we're gonna have those wings on Wednesday, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be cool. And he's like, we don't want them. We're just doing it for you.
You make it sound so much worse.
He's like trying to like guilt me. I was like, I'm sorry. And then like yesterday I was over there. He was like, yeah, I'm pretty excited for those wings. Not gonna lie.
No, what I said is I normally don't like wings that much. I'd be fine with doing something else, but I know you guys are really excited about wings. And I don't know, I'm just excited about food. I like food. But I'm normally not the big of a wing guy. That is true.
Yeah. Try and cover yourself. I was bullied.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Somebody just follow. It's really funny seeing that in the corner over and over. Would you rather be forced to walk around on your hands or hug a cactus every time you attempt to hug someone? What a strange question. What a peculiar question.
If I were forced to walk on my hands constantly,
maybe
I don't think I do very well.
Maybe I'm biased. You know, I kind of already, like, you know, I have a broken foot. I have some experience.
Yeah, I see you all the time walking around.
Yeah, you see me walking on my hands. Like, do you mean doing a handstand or like on all fours? Like a handstand? Oh, bro, I can't do a handstand.
I would get like 2 steps.
Could you imagine going down the stairs?
Barely. I would die. Maybe you could butt scoot. You're pretty good at the butt scoot.
Is there like an out for it? Like, could you get like a wheelchair? Or like a scooter? Like, as long as your feet don't touch the ground, is it okay? Because I think if so, I still think there are ways. What happens if your feet touch the ground, though? Do you melt? I don't know. Just like imagine waking up in the morning and getting out of bed and like you just have to fucking handstand your way to the bathroom to take. Then you have to take a piss while handstanding. The more I think about it, the more I'll take the hug thing.
Yeah, I'm big into the hug thing.
So for an art question now, I'm sorry, I forgot how to speak. How small or big should a first project be exactly? And should it be something standalone? Here's the thing I'll say about that, from my perspective at least. Scott and I's first ever project took us a year. We learned a lot in that year, but we definitely learned a lot more and started like we learned a lot more like after we stopped, when we just started like doing rapid fire stories. But I had so much fun in that first year that we ever worked on stuff, where we were just working on this like long Naruto story that never even came close to seeing the light of day, that my gut reaction is just to say, I mean, like, it's probably more productive to make shorter things, because nobody ever really makes like a great publishable or a thing they're really even proud of on their first try. But I don't know, I had so much fun.
You know, when you're just starting out, I think one of the big things is you need to have fun. You need to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, especially if you're just starting out, there's no way that you're going to be able to convince yourself to keep going, right? So in that sense, like, you should just work on what you want. And if your heart's set on working on like a really long thing, go for it. Just, you know, keep in mind, like Bryce said, like, if you're just starting out and you want to write a, you know, 1,000-chapter manga like One Piece and Naruto, like, you know, you're not gonna, it's not gonna happen realistically. But when you're just starting out, I mean, honestly, the most important thing usually is just being consistent and actually working on it.
But I definitely don't want to make it too big at first, right?
Well, I mean, like I said, that just goes with, like, ideally, if you were just working on like the ideal, like what is the single most efficient best thing, you should be working on really short stuff. You should be realistic with your expectations. Yeah, you gotta you know, just make your decision on what your goal is. If your goal is just to get it better as fast as possible, then you should be realistic. You shouldn't, you know, set your sights too ambitiously. But if you're just starting out, then just go with what feels good. Work on what's natural to you. You know, like for us, it was working on like a really long story. And it obviously didn't work. Like we ended up quitting it. And that's what happens a lot too.
The most important thing is just that you're enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah,
so,
and as long and because that's how the key to doing it consistently.
If Scott and I had started with just making a bunch of short stories, we might not have stuck with it, if I'm being honest. Because we wouldn't have, I think we wanted to, at that time when we were first starting out, make that long story. That's what we were inspired with. That's what we wanted to do. If we had not done that and just gone with like, oh, what will make us better? I don't think we, you know, would have had fun. And I don't know if we would have been doing it, at least the way we were. So.
And it's sort of what I always talk about with art. It's like, what should I be studying? What fundamentals should I be doing first? And it's like, you should kind of just let yourself naturally develop. Like, you know, you sort of start drawing and you go about, you just draw the stuff that you like for a while, you have fun, and then eventually, naturally, you'll start saying to yourself, like, I want to get better at this thing, like this specific thing, whatever. I want to get better at anatomy. I want to get better at perspective because of the stuff that you want to draw. And so you naturally sort of take the path to what you want to improve at. Whereas the people that start out with just like, man, I need to get better, and all they do is study all the time, like they struggle sometimes, right?
Scott, how do you come up with poses for these kind of things? Do you have references, make it up in your head, or a bit of both?
A bit of both. Usually at the start, I will use reference. These three poses, the big ones, are all referenced. But a lot of times what I'll do is, like, especially as I get deeper into the drawing, is I'll actually just look at like how much space that I have, and I'll be like, what kind of pose can I fit in there? So like this top section here, it's like, what pose can fit in this basic shape? So I could do something where she's like bent over like this, like trying to touch her toes. Like this shape up here is probably just going to be like a face. I kind of wanted to do something, maybe her with a headband on.
So you're just playing Lucia Tetris?
I kind of am, yes. Maybe like an armpit fetish thing. I know people are into that. Like, she's real sweaty.
How are you able to do such clean line art going off such rough sketches?
That was actually a conscious decision of mine. Actually, I'll pull up some old art of mine.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, this is. You might want to avert your eyes. Oh yeah, here it is in 2017.
So this is from 5 years ago. 6 years ago?
Because my stuff used to be really, really, like, my sketches would be super, super refined. And my, basically my goal was to purposefully get to where I could draw, and ink from looser sketches, so I was faster. Or like this, yeah, this is actually the page I was trying to find. Like this one, like there's no reason that your pencils should be this refined.
You should show the line art for these two, so you can see like the change.
Yeah, this is so you can see it's not like, I mean, there's just no point in doing it that refined, because you're gonna be going over it with inks anyways. So I actually purposefully started trying to do looser inks, and sometimes for comics I'll even be looser than this, just so I can be fast, really. And as for how I did it, like, just trying, just going out there and not just trying to ink from stuff like this. The first step I did was not pencil the faces very clearly, so like you can see my eyes are just like this in pencils. Tell the people about this Bird Dogs Pinocchio commercial.
Dude, oh my fucking god. Okay, so I don't know how popular Bird Dogs is, like, anywhere, but in baseball, there are these fucking, are they shorts or underwear? I don't even know, to be honest.
They're shorts.
They're shorts? Okay. There are these commercials that have started coming on every single time you watch a baseball game. I mean, like, even with, like, if you watch, like, there are, like, sort of baseball YouTubers like John Boy and people like that. Like, even they are sponsored by, like, they're fucking everywhere. And they're called Bird Dogs. I don't know anything about them except that they're shorts and they have a really strong inner lining. That's, like, the whole emphasis of the commercial. Their whole ad campaign now is with Pinocchio. There's this other one where it's like, Bird Dogs are super strong and they have a really strong lining and they'll protect you no matter what. And it's like these two dudes like sitting on their couch, like eating chips or whatever, and Pinocchio jumps onto their table, does a split, and slams his groin onto their table. And they go, are you okay? And he's like, I am totally fine because of Bird Dogs. And then they're like, oh, he's Pinocchio. I bet he doesn't have a dick. And he's like, I have boy parts. I do. I'm a real boy. And then his nose grows really long. And then it's like, Bird Dog.
Do you even have a...
I'm a guy. I've got guy parts. Well, I could still rub up on stuff.
Bird Dog.
Bird Dogs. Commercials have gotten strange the last few years. When I watch Pluto TV, we get a lot of like pubic hair commercials. It'll be like literally just like people shaving their pubes, and like they show it. They show everything. It's very strange. It's very strange to be watching the Andy Griffith Show at this very wholesome 1960s sitcom, and then all of a sudden just see a bunch of pubic hair on your screen. I don't know when we got to this point as a society, but here we are. There was one where it was a song about pubic hair.
Yeah, you could ask your mama who wants that kind of trauma. Hope can be found for your pubic mound. It's time to care.
Yo, this bangs.
Pubic hair.
There's a
What?
rap verse at the end too.
A penis for your pubic hair.
Good. Thank you for the sub in the middle of that, Echo. Hi. we were just singing a friendly little song about pubic hair.
That's the pube song. That's a commercial I got on TV.
Have you told the story about the guy shotgunning the beer on stream?
No, I don't think I have. Although maybe I haven't forgotten, but whatever, I'll tell it again. I was just outside. I was waiting on my Amy to get home. And she went to the grocery store or something. And I was riding around on my bike, just around the apartment complex. And all of a sudden, I look up to the left, and there are like 4 or 5 dudes that are out there on their porch. And 2 of them are shotgunning beers. And I'm just like looking up in like amazement. And they look down at me, and one of them just goes, "Woo!" And I look back, and I go, "Yeah!" And then I just keep riding.
Ever since we put that piece of shocking gum between our teeth, I've never really been the same about things shocking me. That was an eye-opening experience. You know those like little sticks of gum where it's like you pull it and it shocks you and then you use them to prank people? Scott had one of those, and like they never bothered him or me because it's such a light shock. It just kind of like tingles. But we dared each other to put it between our teeth. That was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. Was
Now
biting.
I want to clarify, not like at the same time.
We didn't like Lady and the Trampet. I put it in
no.
my mouth and then he put it in his mouth.
It's getting weirder the more we dwell on it. Let's just move past it.
He put it in his mouth. He felt a tingle in his mouth, and I put it in my mouth, and I felt a tingle in my mouth. A cooking stream be funny? Well, the problem is Scott. Okay, I will say Scott's actually good at cooking, but that night we made that fudge, that might have been the best content we never recorded. Like you and me making that fudge. So maybe a cooking stream would actually be funny. A baking
I got
stream,
attacked
actually. That
by
would be
the
the
butter.
best thing if we did a baking stream. It was just basically our Amy's being like, because our Amy's were like, yeah, if you want the fudge, we'll make it tomorrow. And we were like, make it tonight. And they were like, no. And so then we were like, you know what? We're going to put on our big boy pants and we're going to make it ourselves. And there was a point where both of our hands were covered in marshmallow fluff. And there was like chocolate popping everywhere. And we were just like, and they were like, are you okay? And we were just like, I'm okay. It was a good time.
We got it though.
No, the fudge didn't turn out. But it wasn't because we fucked up.
Technically, Echo ghost drew for a page in Kindred Heavens.
Is that true? Oh, yeah. For the
Blueprint.
Yeah.
Yeah. So technically, I can't say nothing about no ghostwriters.
Echo said, oh, that's news to me. What the fuck?
What do you mean? You did it? Yeah, this panel here and these panels with it's like a blueprint for something Isabel's building. And I wanted because the thing is, it's like an old blueprint that her dad had started. And I wanted Isabel, like she has drawn, also there's a tungsten cube here. Like Isabel drew over part of it and is revising the design. And so I wanted that to stand out, both with handwriting and everything else. So you'll see some places like Carl Voigt, I wrote that's my handwriting. This is my handwriting. This other stuff, where it's a little bit brighter, is Isabel's Echo's handwriting. And same thing with these new sketches over here. See, this is mine, this is Echo's. So in a way, Echo was a ghost artist, and by ghost I mean not really because we're crediting him. Crediting.
We're helping his credit score.
We're helping his credit score.
Why is she surprised in the top right one? Probably because she's showing her armpit off for the world.
True.
Draw a man licking her armpit.
Just
It kind of adds something different to the drawing.
just do that. That was your fault. You prompted them.
I think you should at least use it for the variants on Patreon image.
Yeah, subscribe to Patreon so you can see Horace licking Lucius' armpit.
Yeah, I just
what
kinda,
a sell.
I just kind of think, we've never done the ugly bastard.